basketball saved my life. Without basketball, I don't know where I would be. Probably at the same place that I was when I was 16 years old, or even worse than that. So when I was 16, I was in high school. I would smoke weed with my friends. I wouldn't work at school. I was really depressed. I had a lot of social anxiety. These were really bad times when I was 16 years old. I didn't do really anything with my life. You know, I would just lay in bed in the morning until it was like 1 p.m. Then I would just like watch like porn three times in a row. It's terrible what it was doing to my brain. I had terrible grades, bad relationships, you know, because I had social anxiety. I was always home, you know. I had my friends, but I wouldn't go out and see them because even with my friends, I was kind of scared about what they would think about me. I always wanted to work out, make muscle, but I never really worked out. And when I did, I would work out like once a month, and then a month would go by. I didn't work out once, even once, and then I really did once again. You know, so I never was consistent. I never had discipline. Everything I was doing was very fucking bad. And I would hang out a lot on Instagram. I would hang out a lot on Instagram, watch a lot of reels, and I would also play a lot of video games like Fortnite, you know, Red Dead Redemption. You know, I was I was young. And one day, me and my friends, we wanted to download a new game. It was called NBA 19, NBA Live 19. So we downloaded the game just to try. I never played basketball before. Well, yes, once I took ecstasy, and my friend wanted to play basketball with me, but I didn't have any confidence in myself. So, you know, we started to play basketball, but then when it started to get just a little bit hard, you know, I wasn't in good physical condition. I wasn't in shape, fit as I wasn't fit at all, you know. I was really in a bad physical condition, and I was really like ugly. I didn't have any confidence. So when it started to get just a little bit hard to play basketball, well, I stopped, you know. And I was under ecstasy too. But I just stopped because I sensed that my confidence was starting to get like touched, and I didn't want to persevere and go through the pain. So that was my only experience with basketball. But then, like maybe 1 year later, when I took ecstasy, I was like 15 years old, they say. But when I was around 16 years old, we downloaded this game, NBA Live 19, and I loved it. I loved everything about this game, like the way the player move, everything. You know, basketball is just such a beautiful sport. It's so smooth, and you know, I loved also the charisma that the players had. So I really loved it. And then I bought a ball. I started to play with my friends, you know, for fun. So of course, then I started to get in a better physical shape. I started to get better with this. And then, you know, on Instagram, the algorithm adjusts to you. So I was watching a lot of reels, and then there was a lot of reels of basketball that started to come up, and a lot of Kobe Bryant motivational reels too. motivational videos of Kobe Bryant, and he became my role model. I started I started to understand that if I wanted to reach my goals, if I wanted to get rid of depression, anxiety, all the little issues that I have, well, I needed discipline, and I needed to always keep going forward, and all the obstacles that come in my way, I had to face them. I couldn't hide anymore. With basketball, I understood that I just couldn't hide anymore. I had to face problems, challenges. And Kobe Bryant inspired me so much, and through his message of hard work, perseverance, well, I started to understand that I can do basically whatever I want if I work hard. Of course, we have to work smart too, but I understood that really if you're a hard worker, well, you can achieve anything. So I wanted to get in the NBA too. So what I did with my understanding of hard work is I started to play basketball every day. I woke up every single day at 6 a.m. I would go to the basketball court. I would work out. I started to get in really good physical condition. I was really in shape, good cardio, happy because of what the sports do to you. I started to play basketball at school. I started to watch a lot of basketball content. I started to have way more discipline than what I had before. I also started to face big challenges, like I tried to get in my high school basketball team, so I did the tryouts, but I didn't succeed. But I always had Kobe Bryant message in my head, and I was like, if I work hard, I will succeed. So after school, like, I stayed one day after school because I knew some people that played in the basketball team, and they told me that the basketball practices would be at like on Tuesdays or Thursdays. So I stayed Tuesday night after school, and I went in the gym, and I was really socially anxious, and I built up the courage to speak to the coach, just to do the practices. I just wanted to get better and have an experience with the best basketball players in my high school. So I succeeded. He accepted. I told him that I was working really hard, and if he accepted me to come to practice, well, I wouldn't be like a distraction or whatever. I would do what I have to do, do my best all the time. And when I told him that, he was like, go change yourself. I was, yes, let's go. So I went and I changed myself, and I practiced with them for like a couple of weeks. But the thing is, because I only did practices, I never really had the chance to really build a relationship with the players. So it was quite boring at a certain point, and after a certain point they just asked me to leave. But it was really a big achievement for me to build the courage to speak to the coach and actually succeed to get into the basketball practices. I was also practicing on my own every single day on the mornings, and I'm sure that even though I wasn't on the team, I'm sure that I was the hardest worker in the team, because I also went to the gym. I wanted to be able to dunk, have a better speed, so I started to train my legs. I did so much. Every single morning when I had breakfast, I would watch like videos of basketball tape. I don't exactly remember what the channel was, what the name's channel was, but I would watch their videos. I would put I will show you what was the channel on the screen. But I would watch these videos every single morning to try and learn how to get better. And I got really, really good actually. And I also enrolled in a team, you know. But at my age, I was getting older now. I was 17, so it was only 1 year ago. Well, I started, like, I didn't have any opportunity to go in a real team other than my high school team because I was getting too old actually. So I was in a let's say a low level team with like 30-year-old people. I was getting beat every single day, but I was still working really hard, and I wanted to get ahead of them. So basketball really taught me discipline. It changed my life because if I never downloaded that game when I was 16 years old with my friend, I would have never discovered that. I would have never discovered the power of discipline. I wouldn't have all the experiences that I got with the sport, all the good moments, the achievements, the confidence that build up. I wouldn't have experienced that. I would still be in my bed, you know, socially anxious. I wouldn't have like learned how to be disciplined and actually face challenges, everything that scares me, because I wouldn't know that this is actually what makes us stronger, makes us better person. Because you shouldn't hope that things were easier. You should hope that you were stronger actually, because things are not gonna get easier. I think that they're getting not stronger, but I think that things are getting harder every single day. So you gotta get stronger. You gotta be ready for the challenges that may come your way. And that's what I learned with basketball. It literally saved my life. When I was just laying in bed, I wouldn't even go to school because I was too scared. It was even hard, like, to look at me in the mirror, you know, because I felt this so ugly, you know. Really fucking hard. It's really hard to be a guy and have no purpose, not knowing what you want to do with your life, just being there, waiting, you know, or you know what you should do but you can't. And what you need in these moments is always discipline and introspection. Think about your life, think about what you want to do. So that's really what basketball taught me.